welcome to Undisputed.
Welcome. Shannon Sharp. This man is about as fast with a basketball in his hand as anybody I ever witnessed.
Oh, he had some handles with the ball, too. Now, he was slick with it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Sir.
Well, Rod, let's talk about LeBron. He hit the game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer last night to give the Cavs a 3-2 series lead against the Pacers. On the possession before that, he blocked Victor Oladipo's layup. It looked like a goaltend, but nothing was called. After the game, LeBron and Oladipo talked about that play. Let's take a listen.
Got a step on him. Felt like I even got grabbed on the way to the rim. I tried to shoot a layup. It hit the backboard. Then he blocked it. There's replays, I guess you guys can see. I guess it's a tough play at the time for him, but it was a goaltend. I mean, it's hard to even speak on it. It just sucks, honestly. It really sucks. Even though we fought our way back, we tied the game up. That layup is huge.
I definitely thought it was a goaltend. Of course, I didn't think it was a goaltend, man. I'm trying to make plays like that all the time, and I mean, he made a heck of a move, got me leaning right, and he went left, and I just tried to use my recovery speed and get back up there and make a play at the ball, and I was able to make a play.
Rod, what did you see on LeBron's block?
It was goaltending.
Thank you.
I think it was goaltending. But in that situation, if I'm Oladipo, I'm trying to dunk that ball. I got
even on 6'9" LeBron.
Well, he's behind me.
Yeah.
So my first reaction, I'm getting straight to that rim, and even if I'm not going to dunk it, I'm gonna use that rim to shield me, and probably use your left hand.
Would you try to dunk it with your left hand?
Well, if I'm Oladipo, depending, but if you're going to go in there, dunk it with right or left, but you got to go with that force. But I'm always, and that's experience, I know LeBron, he's coming, or he's lurking. It's a possibility. So if I have that ball, I'm going to look first. I'm going to see where I'm at and see who's around. But I'm attacking the rim. I got to attack the rim. I may show it right, finish left, dunk it, but I'm going straight to the rim. I think he tried to finesse it a little bit. And I think that was a little mistake, and that's experience.
So why didn't those three referees, any of them, blow that whistle?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Bang, bang.
That's a great question.
It's the King's house, and they fear for their lives trying to get out of there? I don't know.
No.
It was a great play.
Great play?
We have the luxury of having replay and see it slow down to the 1,000th of a second. But
I thought it was in real time.
But see, you thought it was.
Well,
would you have gone on record? Would you have gone and said that's goaltended? Because that's what you had to do.
Out.
No, you're right. It's bang, bang.
Go look at my Twitter timeline and see what I immediately tweeted. That sure looked like a goaltend.
No, you can't say it looked like.
I don't
you got to say that's goaltended.
Okay, it's happening.
Official.
It's happening so fast, and they're going to commercial break, so I don't have it.
Yeah, but
okay, I don't get paid to be an NBA ref, and I wasn't on the scene. I'm watching from a distance on TV.
It's happening instantaneous. One of the greatest plays that ever happened on a push-off. You remember in the '98 finals?
Oh, yeah.
When one guy started going to the right, he stopped and pulled it. That's a push-off.
I remember. It was a push-off.
Okay.
It was subtle.
But I didn't know about
it was subtle.
I don't even know why I brought that up.
It wasn't even a push. It was just a little prod.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So in a situation like that, Skip, unless it's definitive, they're not going to make that call. And because they didn't make the call, now had they made the call, they could have gone to replay to look at it to make sure they got it right. But since they didn't make that call, you can't go look, oh, we're going to go check that out and see if it was a goal.
Shannon Sharp, was it goaltending?
No!
Yes! Why did Joe Borgia, the vice president of replay and ref operations for the NBA, tell TNT last night, Ernie Johnson, it was definitely a goaltend? Why did he tell him that? Because it was a goaltend. Rod Strickland told you it was a goaltend. You need to accept the fact that Indiana got all-time robbed because Oladipo did something that I didn't expect him to do because I don't think LeBron expected him to do. He twisted completely away because it's 6'4" versus 6'9", and he feels the presence looming. And he knows about LeBron's chase down blocks. Yeah. And he turns completely away and shoots some weird reverse right hand. Yeah. But he shielded LeBron enough with his body that he actually got the ball up to the backboard. I don't think it touched glass. I think it touched rubber along the bottom of the backboard. But once it touches, that's it. You cannot block that shot. That's a goaltend by the letter of the law.
Right, if you don't mind me asking, the play before on the turnover, Thad Young knocked the ball out of bounds before LeBron touched it, didn't it?
Right.
So that should have been, by the rule of the law, that should have, by the rule of law, by the rule of the NBA official handbook, that should have been the Cavaliers' ball.
I don't know. It was close. It was hard to judge. It was a bang-bang play.
Oh, it's bang. Now you like bang, bang.
But like you said, it's bang, bang play.
Yeah.
So it's hard to make that call. You know,
Yeah.
that's a tough call for the
That ball
referee.
might have bounced on the inline, and it might not have.
Yeah, but see, and that's the
But
thing.
then LeBron couldn't keep his balance, and he knocked the ball out of bounds.
But I think Oladipo, you know, the onus was on him to get to that rim. And I think he was
All right,
supposed
I'll
to
buy
make-
that.
And I love Oladipo. He's been playing great. But you can't let the refs make that call. You got to go in there and dunk it. You have to find a way. And it's tough because it was a goaltender.
And by the way, if we could see Oladipo go down the lane again, he did make the point that LeBron reached in and did hold him a little bit. Again, if we could just see it one more time, he brought it up. So I'm going to bring it up because it happened. LeBron reaches in with his right hand on Oladipo's drive. He reached right in there, and he just impeded him.
That's what I'm about to say. That's part of the game.
Okay, all right, so that's part of the game. So now we go to the last second shot, and it was a great shot. LeBron's monumental blunder got canceled by a monumental, maybe season-saving shot that he made.
The block.
But who freed him up? Kyle Korver sets a pick that doesn't really catch Thaddeus Young directly. He's not right in his path. So Kyle Korver has to lean over and sort of shiver him, just push him and shove. And Thaddeus Young lost his balance and almost went down to his knees on the floor and lost a step, and LeBron got free thanks to what I thought was an offensive foul by Kyle Korver. Would you call it in the first quarter? Yes, you would.
Right, play through contact.
Play through contact.
Thank you. Thank you.
At the end of the game, I think you got to let
reach
the
out
players
and push somebody down
Stop
in
it.
basketball.
You make it
Maybe you
seem
can
like
in football.
you make it seem
You
like-
got too much NFL in your brain.
You make it seem like they're in the fourth grade and they're on the playground and the guy shoved the guy down with two hands. It didn't happen.
Was it a key movement in the game? Yes,
No,
it was.
it was
yes,
not.
it was. It freed him up. Look, Thaddeus Young trips and goes down for a second.
Because he already knew. He didn't want to get in that frame. But too late. Gotcha. That's one thing about it. But look at Depot. That's what you got. That's on your resume. That's never coming off your resume, Victor Oladipo. Andre Iguodala. That's never coming off your resume. Thad Young. That's there.
It's never coming off LeBron's legacy that he got away with near murder. That's
Don't
what that
do that,
was.
Skip.
It was an all-time robbery.
Right, you heard that right.
Am I right?
No.
Yes.
No, it was not. So are we just going to gloss over that 44-10 and 8? Rod, what you think about that, Rod?
No, it's big time. I mean, I think LeBron now is trying to keep adding to his resume.
Yeah, he's trying to build those stats.
Build
We
those
get
stats,
it.
chase that black cat.
Yeah,
MJ,
that's
Michael Jordan, and Kobe and those guys.
Yeah.
But hold on.
There's really just one guy.
Think about this. Rod, they only have one guy on Cavaliers other than LeBron averaging double figures. That's Kevin Love with 11. LeBron is 35, 11, and 7. And they got two guys. So it's taking these stats in order for them to win. If he would have think about this, Skip. Like I said, in 2014, when he first went back, and they was in the NBA Finals and they lost in 6 games to the Golden State Warriors, LeBron was 36, 13, and 9, and they lost in 6. If he's averaging 36, 13, and 9 in this series, they'd have got swept in 4 games. The 3 wins, he's 41, 11, and 7.
So what has Nate McMillan game planned LeBron with? A single defender every time down the floor. He is saying, go ahead, shoot layups. Last night, he must have shot a dozen layups. I'm talking about layups off the glass.
Yeah.
Not dunks, just, oh, thank you very much. Oh, nobody's going to stop me.
That's what he
I'll
should
just
do.
lay it in.
Punish him.
Yeah. Okay, layups. So he makes 2 shots outside the paint. And the last one was the last one, right?
Yeah.
That was a 3-point bomb. And other than that, that was the only 3-pointer he made the whole night,
Well,
right?
when they did double Jerry, what happened? He put 150, 200. If you're not going to, it's not my fault, Skip. If you think you got one man that can cover me one-on-one, okay, put him down on the block and
You've
let's
been
see.
complaining about JR did nothing, Kevin Love did nothing. But guess what they're doing?
JR had 0 points. That's
Okay?
nothing, right?
But what is Nate McMillan telling his troops? He's saying, just stay with your man. Just stay. We got one guy on LeBron, and let him have it. Let him have it.
At some point in time, they're going to have to change their
Okay.
game plan because LeBron has been doing it. And I think this whole season.
Okay, but
you
think
know,
about
everybody thought about.
But think about this. Indiana wins game 1 in a blowout. So the plan worked. And now we've had 4 straight games that have gone to the wire. Now, Indiana's lost 2 of those 4, but 4 straight have gone to the wire with that game plan. So Nate, if he's sitting here right now, would say it's working.
No.
Yeah, but,
right?
but let me say this, though. It is working because they're in the game and they go back to Indiana. So they're definitely in it. But I think at the end of the day, we know LeBron is the guy.
Sure.
And so I think at some point in time, you may have to make one of those guys make a shot.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Skip. In the first game, he had 24 points. In the next game, he had 44. In the next game, he had 36. In this game, he had 44. So
It was a layup drill.
but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you can beat him if he only gets 24 and nobody else does anything. But what happens when he gets 46? What happens when he gets 44? Then what are you going to do?
Okay, but it should have been 97-95 Indiana with 3 seconds left.
Well,
That's pretty good,
well, we
right?
should have had the ball anyway. We should have got the ball because Thad Young knocked the ball out of bounds. So we should have by right. We should have got the ball back with a chance to go up by 2 or 3, which I think we'd have been up by 3.
But to Skip's point, you know, Indiana's been in the game. And now you go back to Indiana, you can bring it back to Cleveland. So, I mean, they're in it. But I think they may have to, if LeBron is playing as well, I think you probably bet on that. Hopefully he can't do this for 7 games.
Yeah, we know
But
he
at this
can.
point, he's doing
We
it.
know he can.
So, Shannon, how do you feel about the fact that the 2 starting guards for the Indiana Pacers, Oladipo and Collison, they combined last night to go 3 for 20. Victor Oladipo shot 2 for 15. He shot 1 for 7 from 3. And Collison scored 4 points and he scored 12 points. And you still hung in this game and had a real shot at winning it?
Well,
How do you
you have a real shot. If JR goes 0 for 8, Kevin Love goes 2 for 11, and so that would make them 2 of 19, and they scored 11 points. So theoretically, Collison and Oladipo scored more points than Kevin Love and JR.
Okay, but wait a second. Who is Indiana's best player?
Victor Oladipo.
He went 2 for 15 and they almost won the game. Who is Cleveland's best player? Oh, it's that guy LeBron.
Oh.
We scored 44 and it's still.
And Oladipo's been the difference.
Yeah,
I mean, the games that they win, he's played great.
Right.
And the games that they lost, he struggled a little
Yeah,
bit. So
and
he's
he
the
struggled
key
last night.
factor.
But what, Skip, you going to tell me is Sabonis going to give you another 22 off the bench?
22?
Yeah, he going to give you another 22 off the bench. You counting on that?
Well, is Kyle Korver going to give you another 19? And
Oh, yeah, fourth quarter going to do what he do.
Korver?
He got 5 more in him.
He makes 5 out of 9.
He got
threes.
5 more
Every
on
time,
Friday.
It felt like it was 7-7 to me.
I got
Every time he
5
went
more
up,
in
it was
it.
just like clean as a whistle.
Ooh,
Swish.
what?
So fast. He gets rid of it so fast. He just goes up like it's a free throw. Right?
We got
That net was sneezing.
you know what?
Net was sneezing.
Unless it's the finals, of course.
Yeah. Hey, just LeBron said, get me back there again, Kyle. I'll pass it to you again.
Oh, really?
King is getting it done.
Yo,
He's getting it done.
getting it done.
Barely.
He's getting it done.
Barely.
3-2. 3-2.
Can you tell me the degree of difficulty when you how frustrating is it? You going off and you just need somebody to come along with you, and you know.
Shannon, tell Rod the bet that you made with me yesterday. You said it was going to be a blowout, and you gave me the point spread on the game, so I had Indiana plus 6.5. So who won that?
He won. I said if Kevin Love gives us 20, it would be a blowout.
Right.
And it would have been a blow. Kevin Love is your second best player, and he's averaging 11 points. Lance Stevenson is what? The 5th or 6th best player?
But wait,
and
in our bet,
10.5.
wait, in our bet, I didn't give you an escape clause about
No,
Kevin Love. I mean,
no.
it's just this was it, right? You either win or lose.
But what did I tell you
So
LeBron was going to do?
really, you bet on Kevin Love is what you did.
Yeah, but what did I tell you LeBron was going to
You
do?
said it.
Indiana's tough. I don't think they're blowing them out. I think these games will be close. I think they'll be competitive.
Well, if Kevin Love
Like
only goes
LeBron
for
said,
11
they're
points, it's going to be
saying,
close.
I think you're saying
give
it's
up.
going 7.
I
right?
think it's going 7.
Nope,
I think
it's over.
I think
Six.
Uh-oh,
We're due
somebody
on
might lose
Friday.
another case.
Oladipo's going to come through in this game 6.
All right, we got to leave it there. Rod, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
How high will Lamar Jackson get drafted tonight? We'll discuss that with D'Angelo Hall next.